and some may disagree with me, but I just want to say something from a very Quranic point of view. You would hear a lot of Sharia law talk, but really, truly, the Quran is the Sharia for the Muslims. That's one point. And that's very important because the Quran says that the Quran is the Sharia. God says in the Quran. Number two, I don't think it may and would be a good idea that some Muslims come up with that we must implement Sharia law in America. I think there's going to be a lot of confusion. Because if you go to North India, you got one type of Sharia law. You go to Saudi Arabia, you got a different type of Sharia law by their scholars. You go in South India, in some places they got a different Sharia law. You go in some country, Sharia law covers the face. Some exposes the face of the woman. And if we want to take all these interpreted Islamic laws by Muslim scholars to make our own law for America, if you go back to the history, Elijah Mohammed, if you study the life of Elijah Mohammed, he wanted to implement his own Sharia law in America. So there's a whole different perspective, and I just want to let my Muslim friends know this, so I'm now a non-Muslim, that don't be scared of Muslim Sharia law. And if you are, you might also be scared. But if you hear Quranic law, don't be scared of that. But different people implementing their own laws, different scholars, different interpretations, different countries practice different laws on fatwas based with their society and their community, and that is what is called fatwa. But we cannot bring every fatwa and every Sharia law from a different country to America, otherwise we'll have a lot of corruption. So I want to let the non-Muslim world, the politicians, people who view this after, don't ever get scared of that. Because you have a lot of scholars will come and cannot even decide on what is the day of Eid and when Ramadan begins based on their Sharia. So I don't even see how they're going to bring their laws to run this country. You get my point? So I wanted to clear that with you because scholars interpret different verses and make their own Sharia. And it's a man-made sort of thing. But if there's one Sharia that we live by, all the Muslims in the world, is the Quran. So if there's any law that we all have to accept as the Sharia, it's got to be the Quran and the Quran itself. Yes, there may be exceptions from an Islamic law jurisprudence point of view, where scholars will interpret things on exceptional cases, but not to just make a blanket Sharia law for America to get all the Americans scared. Because politicians have spoken to me all that and I said there's no reason to get scared. Nobody's coming here to interpret all their laws because you will have the whole Muslim world with a little bit of every different country law inside here. The Quran is a universal law and it is so designed that you could live it anywhere, anytime, and everywhere in the world. And that makes everybody happy and peaceful and loving. Thank you.